I think EVs have come a long way in the last several years. Tesla kind of leading the charge. But there's still some issues with range. I think that's probably the primary issue that a lot of people have. I feel like Americans in particular, we like to go on trips. We like to travel far. So this isn't as much of an issue for like other countries, but the American needs a car that like can allow them to go to Yosemite if they want to go. And essentially like the root of the problem is the charging networks. And Tesla is far ahead of everyone else. So like I don't want to single out just them as a company. Like they kind of figured it out with their supercharger network. But a lot of other automakers that are trying to compete don't have that network or they don't have access yet. And Tesla's been making deals to essentially be like more of an energy company that can allow people to use their charger network. But if you're not on the network, it's pretty much not worth it to own an EV at this point because the infrastructure is just not there yet. So, for example, I wanted to buy a Porsche Taycan, and I think they're really cool. I think they look really cool, but I didn't buy one because if I wanted to go further than the range that it has, then I wouldn't be able to have like accessible charging for like a long trip and whatnot. So I think the charging network and range kind of go hand in hand there, but there's just not enough infrastructure unless you're Tesla or hopping on that train. I often travel, for various shoots and whatnot, and sometimes I'll be gone for several weeks at a time. And sometimes my Tesla will just sit there and lose battery while I'm gone, especially if I have the camera rolling, like for security and whatnot. So I've come back from trips and I literally have like 1 mile on my car or it's completely dead. So that happened one time where I was in my garage. I'm next to my charger. Like it's next to this is when I lived in my old building that had a charger and I could plug it in. If Tesla would allow you to open up the charge port, like, which seems so simple and just plug it in and it should turn on. But when it dies, it won't even allow you to charge it. Like you basically have to get it like towed. And that's I called Tesla. I go, hey, is there no other option? I have it right next to the charger. Is there no override for me to be able to plug this in and just get it going where I charge it? And they say, no, there's nothing we can do. You have to get it towed. It's going to be like $1,000 or something like that. But then I look up, like, I don't know why they were kind of hiding this information, but I look up online, like through various sources, a way to potentially jumpstart the Tesla. And I jump it, and then it actually does turn on after I leave it going for a little bit. But then I had to go bring it in for a service because something messed up with the battery. So it's either you have to tow it or you have to bring it in for a service because the battery, there's some weird thing that happens when you jump it. So that is like a big problem because it's unlike a regular gas car where you could go get like a thing of gas and put it in wherever or call AAA. They don't have a system where like they have a portable charger that they can just like have battery and plug it into the side of your car. It's just not a thing because the whole car shuts off. So if you are in a situation where you run out of gas, that's probably like the scariest thing that's like kind of a concern is you're pretty much stranded, honestly.